Alright, here we are for a driving video of the 93 F250. Got the headlights glowing, we got the left blinkers going so you can see those working properly. Go ahead and flip over to the other side. Just gonna take you for a quick spin. So you can see how this truck handles. That's looking good. No smoke, no issues. It's hard to, describe perfectly how these vehicles are, so that's why we do the videos. It adds a little bit more to you people who can't, who are out-of-state buyers, who can't really get over here right away to take a look at the vehicle. So if we miss anything, please let me know. Cold AC, it's got ice cold AC. You can hear that blower motor working really good, no howling. It's got your standard stereo, nothing deluxe here. Well, it actually sounds pretty good. No idiot lights on, all the gauges are working, we're warmed up, looking good. It's got dual tanks, switch works and gauge works on both, cruise control. The fly windows never really been open. You can't really open them all the way because of those aftermarket things out there. So that's kind of one of the reasons I would remove them. But so the good thing is they're really tight, no air leaks there. So it's in neutral now. Foot's off the brake, and you can see we're not moving. So you know the e-brake's working there. Try to keep all that stuff going. Got your 7-speed intermediate wipers, and then you can go to low, and then you can crank them on up and get serious with it. So, alright, so we'll go do just a little bit of a city driving, do a little bit of a hill climb, and then we'll hit the freeway. It's got really nice tight steering, no ball joints or play issues. Really just drives nice and solid. That is the auxiliary switch for the fuel. I switched it over one time to auxiliary and didn't really seem to do much. So that's kind of up to you what you want to do with it. Personally, it's got dual tanks anyway. I would pull it out and actually just sell it, put a couple of bucks in your pocket. So we're moving at pretty good speed. Got some potholes coming up here. It just soaks them up. No crazy rattles. Doesn't jerk the wheel all over the place. So we're coming up to a pretty good hill here. And this ATS Turbo, it gets with the program pretty good. It's the 7.3 liter non-turbos are no slouch by any means. They're little torque monsters. But the ATS Turbo, doesn't have quite as much juice as the Power Stroke, but it's pretty close. And there's definitely things you can do to them. You could add some exhaust to it, do some upgrades to the turbo and stuff like that to really get these things cranking. A lot of people prefer the pre-Power Stroke 7.3s because they're simpler. We've done a couple things on it. We did the fuel filter, and we did the glow plug relay. And it does still, if it's cold, really cold out or sits, of course if you plug it in, fires up like an aux, but sometimes it can be you turn the ignition on, the glow plug light will go out and it'll still tick a couple times. But you can see going around those corners, the steering's just really nice and tight. I mean, there's just no issues at all. The glow plug light will go out and then it'll tick after that, but it's okay just to fire it up. I'm not sure why it does that. Only known issue right now is when you're driving the truck on a regular, throughout the day, it's perfectly fine. But if it sits for a few days or like a week or so, if you're driving it, every day, it's no big deal. But if it sits right now, when you first get in and fire it up, it fires right up. But you want to, keep on the throttle for about 20 seconds, about 2,000 RPMs, because it'll want to run for about 30 seconds and then die, and then you got to refire it back up. But so we took it in. The glow plugs checked out okay. So we're gonna get on the freeway here. And they just said it's the fuel filter or fuel injector return line. So we ordered one of those on eBay, and that's coming on the way. So hopefully we'll get that on there for you. But just keep that in mind. Just goes down the freeway really nice. No issues. We'll turn the overdrive off, and then you can see the RPMs kick up. We'll turn it back on, and she kicks out. Just a really nice driving truck. So we'll We'll hammer down. That's to the floor. And you can see we haven't gone that far, so it gets up in boogies pretty well. It's got 134, 328 on her, so it's going to have a little more than that by the time the new owner takes over. Sorry if it's a little loud. I got the AC cranking. It's pretty muggy and warm here right now. So yeah, it's a great truck. I mean, just really tight steering. No reserve, 7-day auction. If there's anything, you know, it's a diesel truck. They're kind of built to last. It's a low miler, so some people love that because of the low miles, and some people hate it because then they got to do some maintenance stuff on it because it's got such low miles. I don't know, but we'll get that fuel injector turn line fixed, and good luck.